The world of the 16th century was dominated by two immense empires. Each was ruled by a powerful sovereign. Each was fueled by a fervent, unyielding faith. In the east, the Ottoman Empire stretched across 3 continents. Its heart was in Constantinople, the city once known as Byzantium. From his magnificent Topkapi palace, Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent ruled with absolute authority. He was the shadow of God on earth, the leader of the Sunni Muslim world. His armies were feared on land. His fleets were beginning to master the sea. In the west stood another giant. This was the sprawling domain of the Habsburgs. Charles V, Holy Roman Emperor and King of Spain, was its master. Spain, the Netherlands, Germany, parts of Italy, the Americas. Charles saw himself as the primary defender of Christendom. These two men, Suleiman and Charles, were more than just kings. They were symbols of their worlds. Suleiman, the lawgiver and conqueror, represented the peak of Ottoman splendor and ambition. Charles, a devout and determined monarch, embodied the spirit of a besieged but resilient Christian Europe. The Mediterranean Sea lay between them, a glittering prize and a deadly arena. The stage was set for a conflict that would define an age, a long and brutal war for the center of the world. The Mediterranean was more than just a body of water. To the people of the 16th century, it was the world's heart. It was the great highway of civilization, connecting the shores of Europe, Africa, and Asia. Whoever controlled its waters controlled the flow of wealth, information, and power. For centuries, Venetian merchants had grown rich from the trade that crossed it. Genoese merchants had grown rich from the trade that crossed it. Spices, silks, precious goods from the east traveled through Ottoman lands to be loaded onto Italian ships. For the Spanish Habsburgs, the Mediterranean was a vital lifeline. It connected Spain to its crucial Italian possessions in Naples, Sicily, Sardinia. These territories were not just colonies, they were the strategic foundation of Spanish power in Europe. Grain from Sicily fed Spanish armies. The ports of Italy provided bases for Spanish fleets. For the Ottoman Sultan, the Mediterranean was a natural extension of his empire. Having conquered Constantinople, the shores of the Black Sea, the Aegean, and the Levant, Suleiman saw the sea as his rightful domain. He called it the Akdeniz, the White Sea. To him it was a path for conquest. His ultimate ambition was to conquer Rome itself. Control of the sea would allow him to move his vast armies, to besiege coastal fortresses, and to project his power directly onto the shores of Italy and Spain. This battle for the sea was also a battle for reputation, for what the Italians called fama. In an age of kings, prestige was a real and powerful weapon. A great naval victory brought glory to the ruler and fear to his enemies. For both Suleiman and Charles V, the fight for the Mediterranean was a zero-sum game. The sea would belong to either the